Sucks being light skinned sometimes. I'll back it up some. What's y'all, what's good? What's good?
You live now?
Yeah.
Live on Facebook?
Yeah, we live on Facebook.
All right.
Yo. Is that better? It's because I'm light skinned, man. Is that good? I don't know. You're the one behind the camera. Yeah. Blinded me.
I told you can't put them lights up like that.
Whew. Thank you. There we go. Woo wee. Gosh. There we go.
You just turn it to the angle that way.
And blame that on him that I'm bright.
Yeah, ain't my fault. It's the other half. It got nothing to do with me.
What's good, Ben?
That's Ben?
Yeah, he tapped in with a thumbs up. All right, you ready?
What's up, Ben?
Are you recording?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Sorry, everybody. What's good, everybody? It's your boy Rico Red. I'm your host here at We Lit the Show, and I'm live in the studio today with the pencil pimp himself, Mr. Corey Rocbottom Davis.
How y'all doing?
All right. I hope y'all have been enjoying y'all week, and I hope everybody is doing great. This is a very special guest. I don't know if y'all know, this is the creator of JetBoy. Lions Den, about 30 other comics, but also an artist that has great talent, is real gifted, real talented, and that's not just with the pencil, business wise as well. Very wise man. But I'm not gonna talk too much about it. I'm gonna let him introduce himself and talk about himself a little bit more.
All right. So, as he mentioned, I am Corey Rocbottom Davis. I am the creator of JetBoy, Lions Den Revolution, and Shadow Club Karma. 3 comic books that I create. I draw, I write, I own everything. And pretty much we're in the process now of converting all of those comic books into animation now. Yep. Some business partners and myself have started a production company, so we will be producing all of our own content in-house. And we have at least 7 projects in the work right now that are going to be on a network or a streaming service near you in the very near future. And just stay tuned and you will see what we have to give to the world.
Like I said, he has a lot going on. It's sad because I have to make an actual appointment just to talk to him. I call, hey, hold on, real quick. I'm in a meeting. I swear this man does meeting. I don't even know if he sleeps. Majority of the day he's having a meeting.
I'll put it this way. I'm on the same sleep schedule you on.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
So now you understand. Whenever I call,
I understand what Steve Harvey said when he was like, when he said, "You think people that's rich actually get sleep?" No, I'm not rich, but I don't get sleep, and I'm trying to be rich.
But that's why.
Yeah, exactly. You don't never get sleep. Look. I'm so bad. I really need an assistant really bad. You can ask him I have to call him 3-4 times to remember to do something
Bro, I have an assistant still. You already know.
Yeah, I have well, my assistant mainly is my wife, but that's still. Remember, I told you. Yeah. So let's jump down to it. Let's get to behind JetBoy. What's the story behind JetBoy? Who is JetBoy? Let the world know. For those that may not know, I know a lot of people do, but for those that may not know, let them know who JetBoy is, how he came about, what's his story, and all that.
JetBoy is, like I mentioned earlier, a comic book that I created about a 10-year-old kid who works for a top secret government agency, that polices alien technology. I created JetBoy back in 2003. The initial artwork that I did for him was actually based off of this dude right here. Yeah, so but JetBoy is basically just a way for me to just relive my childhood as well, because growing up reading comic books, there wasn't a lot of characters that represented people that looked like myself or him, or a lot of people of color. So it is very important that this project is given to the world, because that's why it holds such a very grand space for me in my creative like vast
kind of like
creative
Black Panther
thing of yeah,
like how Black Panther was to everybody
Right.
was like, oh, this is the first black superhero.
right
So,
like having the same similar cultural impact
Yeah.
on pop culture is what I was going with, mainly because there are a lot of kids out there that read comic books and they read it as an escape to see something, that resembles them, that represents them. And as a kid growing up, when I was into comic books, there wasn't a lot of us in them, and they had the characters. It was just highly underused.
Yeah.
So the whole goal with JetBoy is to give kids nowadays something that I didn't have when I was a kid. So to fill that void of representation that was absent back then, JetBoy is pretty much what I will use as a tool to give that representation to the world and the society. As of right now, with the climate being what it is very much needed.
Oh yeah.
So yes, so that's why that project in particular is so important to me.
That's what's up. See, that's the thing a lot of people don't know. Like when you're looking into these things, there's a deeper story behind them.
Mm-hmm.
You think, when somebody just put a cartoon out or somebody just put a project out, it's just that's because of the way things are now. I do music, so with music, a lot of things that goes on with music now is it's distorted. There's no value behind it because people lose sight of what you do it for. Mm-hmm. See, there's people out here that's real artists out here that really do this because they enjoy doing it and this is what they love doing. Mm-hmm. Then you have artists that's out here that do it because they think they can make some easy money off of it, or they just want to check.
Right.
You always have to do, when you're doing something and you want some kind of gratification from it, you have to do it because you love doing it.
Right.
Like I explained before on one of my shows, I wouldn't want to go to a job making 6 figures a year and I hate it. Mm-hmm. I hate getting up, going to this job, but I would rather be going to a job where I may make 30-something thousand a year, but I love going. There's people that I know that are cooks and work in a restaurant and they don't get paid much, but they love it because they get to interact with people and stuff. That's their environment. So you got to love what you're doing. If you don't love what you're doing, you know what I'm saying?
Right. And it's a lot of, that's why I say there's a lot of talented folks out there, but they lack the business savvy.
Yeah.
To keep that product or that brand that their talent is pushing forward. They lack the business savvy or the knowledge behind it. That's why I tell everybody anything that you're passionate about that you want to give to the world, always learn the business side of it. Always learn the business side of what it is, because there's a lot of talented idiots out there.
Yep.
I know a lot of talented idiots.
Oh yeah.
So
please believe.
Yeah.
I know a lot of them.
I mean, they have all the talent in the world, but business wise, it's just, you know, they lack the skill to keep or the discipline, I should even say.
Yeah.
Because I mean, even if you have the talent, you know, you at least have to have the discipline to keep that talent polished and like just perfect your craft enough to at least give this talent your respect enough to have some sort of drive or momentum behind it to give it to the world on a more consistent level. So you really want to learn every angle, every aspect of what it is that you do, what it is that you love. Treat it like anything else that you love, man. You want to know whatever it is that you love inside and out, every aspect of it, so you can, you know, keep that fire burning. Because if you don't, then it's just a waste of your time, everybody else's time.
Basically. In other words, it's like, say for instance, you can be the best artist in the world. Mm-hmm. But, I mean, at the same time, you got to realize this is a business.
Right.
So, you have all this great talent. You got all this great talent. Mm-hmm. But you're not making no money from it.
Right.
And then somebody comes in and is like, hey, I can make you some money. You know what I'm saying? I got you. And this is how it always happens.
Yep.
This is with managers. This is with record labels. This is with, you know, any kind of corporation, because that's how they get paid. Mm-hmm. Hey, I can get you money. I can do this, and that for you. All you got to do is just show up and do this. Okay, cool, boom. Mm-hmm. Well, guess what? You're sitting here doing all this, and you putting all the work in. Mm-hmm. You get your first check, $10,000. Yep. Wow. But guess what? Mm-hmm. Their check was $1 million. You got $10,000 out of $1 million.
Yep. And,
so it's key. You gotta realize it's a business. Mm-hmm. When you go out here, it's a business. Mm-hmm. So you have to know enough to be able to profit off of your work. Mm-hmm. When you do your work and you put it out to the public, of course you do it because you enjoy it, but at the same time, how many people you know do anything for free?
Yep.
You can go to your homie and be like, hey man, you know what I'm saying? I need you to do so and so for me. Mm-hmm. Well, how much you trying to spend? He's getting paid. Right. I mean, you know.
Right. I mean, it's just a matter of like knowing your lane.
Yeah.
Creating that lane for yourself so you can be profitable.
So
So that
when you what let me ask you this, right? So when you came up with JetBoy, when you first started doing it, did you imagine it to be as far as it is now? And like what steps along the way? Because I know it was like tiring, and I know you done been through all kind of obstacles. What, like, when you first started JetBoy, what actually happened? Like, what's that whole story that came about when you first started till now?
Well, basically with JetBoy, I wanted to create the story as I laid it out earlier, and just give the world more stuff that looked like us.
Yeah. And
I did a short story based on the character. And a buddy of mine, he was running an anthology comic called Teen Caliber. So I did the short story for that particular book. And after a while, I didn't touch it. And then I started doing Lions Den Revolution over at Down the Wire magazine. Shout out to Joe and all those guys. And that was like 5 years worth of job security in the realm of art and everything. So I started doing that, but I guess like maybe into the second or third year into it, I hadn't done anything with JetBoy in that time frame because now I have this thing that I have to concentrate on. And I was doing a show in Orlando, doing MegaCon. And I had a gentleman come by my table. He's looking through my portfolio, and he was just like, "Tell me about this." And he pointed at that picture of JetBoy that I did, and I was like, "Oh, I hadn't done anything with this property in about 2 years." And he was like, "I want to try and put this on TV and blah blah blah." So he started going on, and that dude turned out to be Mustafa Saeed, who is my agent slash business partner, investor now, who is actually helping to push JetBoy into the homes of everybody else now. So that was like maybe 2006, 2007 when I met him. My director on the project I met 2 years prior to that on MySpace.
Dang.
Of all places. Mike Sofo, shout out to Mike. That's my co-director on JetBoy. He stayed with the project ever since then. Like, I met Mike, and Mike was just like, we were all artists, and he was just like, yeah, I like this JetBoy thing. That looks like the thing that we do. And I was just like, well, what is it you do? He was just like, you I don't know, because he's over in London.
Yeah.
So he's just like, you guys heard of the gorillas over there? You guys the gorillas? It's like, you mean to tell me that you were the animator on the gorillas the entire time? And I know them like maybe 3 months at this point, and you didn't tell me? And it was popping ever since. Like, he wanted to get it on TV. So now, with Mike and Mustafa, meeting them in that time frame, we've been working very hard ever since then to try to get this thing on, and we've faced obstacles. Like, we pitched it over at a few places, Nickelodeon, BET.
Oh.
Even we pitched it over at BET, and we were actually that close to being on BET in 2008. And they were going to do a whole animation block, and all of a sudden, because that Black Panther cartoon that was out was supposed to be a part of it and everything, and they just decided to go in a different direction and not have any cartoons at all. So that just sent us back to the drawing board. So it's been setbacks and stuff, but now we're gunning for Netflix. We got another couple of streaming services for all the other projects and networks that we've got our eye on, and some we've sat down with and are getting together. So it's been like I said, it's been a lot of setbacks, and it's just a matter of just keep pushing and moving forward. You know, if you want it bad enough, you know, you get it. But also at the same time, it's a learning experience, because you learn how these studios work. You learn how these networks work, especially when it comes to your product and your brand. You realize that there are certain steps that you need to protect it. There are certain rights that you are, entitled to. And as long as you surround yourself with the right folks and surround yourself with the right crew, then you're not only able to protect your brand and your product, you're able to learn from them what direction to go in. And, even with the setbacks and everything, it's all the learning experience. And I can't stress this more for creators out there to learn as much as you can, because we are forever students. Don't think that you get to a point where you don't stop learning as far as moving forward, because for everything that you know, somebody out there knows just as much, if not more. Don't shut that education down. Keep learning, taking it all in.
There's somebody out there that does it, and don't forget, there's some. Now you have people out there that do it, and you know what I'm saying, they're cocky because they know who they are. There's difference when you got people that's out there that do it and actually want to go somewhere. Some people, they don't really want to go nowhere. They want to stay right here. They're comfortable at the level they at. They happy where they done made it to. You know what I'm saying? To them, I'm good.
Right.
You should never sit here and be complacent and be happy with just being here.
Yep.
You always want to go there. Remember, when you set yourself up for businesses, like I tell everybody, every artist I work with, every small business, set up for generational wealth.
Right.
Not just you, because you got kids, they're going to have kids. They're going to have kids. You know what I'm saying? If it's as simple as purchasing a lot, and then that lot just continually grows. You know what I'm saying? When you look at these smaller towns, a lot of that is family owned. Because back then they purchased the land and da-da-da. It's possible to do. There's no limits on it. You just got to know where to go. And then we have social media. You can literally Google anything. You can go on to YouTube and learn how to fix your car by just typing in whatever you need to on YouTube. I know because I fixed my air conditioner doing it. So, yes, because I am not mechanical savvy at all. At all. I suck when it comes to cars. All right? I know to put gas and oil in there, but when it comes to going under the hood and you know how they be like, yeah, I think it's the alternator. I don't even know what an alternator is. All right? I don't even know what it looks like, okay?
Oh,
I just know I take this to the mechanic, I gas it up, all that. Okay? That's all I know.
Yep, that's my fault.
Yeah. Yeah. Nobody look, I don't pay attention to that. And then when I get rich and big, I'm gonna be riding around in a Tahoe anyway. So I won't be driving. It's up on them to know what it is. Alright?
Yeah, but like I said, man, learn all that stuff too.
Yeah, you got to.
Because I mean when you got folks out there, man, working for you and you expecting them to pick you up in that Tahoe break down. And they don't know what they're doing, you better know something.
I know how to change a tire.
Yeah.
I know how to change a tire. My wife knows more than me about cars. But hold on now, before you try to play me,
Yeah,
her brother's a mechanic. Her brother's a mechanic. That's different. Her brother's a mechanic. And it's funny because I be trying to talk to him. He be like, yeah, man, I just got this car and I'm putting it in. I'm like, yeah, bro, that's what's up. And the whole time in my mind, I'm like, I don't know what the he talking about. I don't know nothing he's talking about. But all right, cool. You know what I'm saying? Anyways. So, what is your plans as far as the future for your animation goes? And are you working on anything new or are you just perfecting everything as far as JetBoy and Lion's Den and all that?
Like I mentioned before, we've got 7 projects out now. Well, in either in production or pre-production, and that's not including the other 5 that are on deck waiting.
Oh.
There's
constant work.
Yeah.
Told y'all he don't sleep.
Yeah, man, I can't. It's not just the JetBoy project. There's the Shadow Club project. Shadow Club Karma is another comic that I do. That it's about Dracula, Frankenstein, Wolfman, the Mummy, all those universal horror characters that create an army to come together to save the world.
Wait.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's different. That's different. For once, villains win. Okay, I'm tired of seeing movies where the good guy wins. All right, I want the villain to win, man.
But that's the beauty of it because the villains are the good guys this time.
See,
that's the flip in the narrative,
and that's what we need, man.
Yeah, like it was basically when I created that around the time I did JetBoy. And I always knew that I wanted to do something with those characters, and the young lady I was dating at the time, she put me onto this book about these crystal skulls and everything, and I was just like, okay, yeah, so that's the element that I could use to put them together. So that whole summer, I just put that whole story together and started doing the comic and started taking it around to different shows and everything. And I love the feedback that I got from it. And now we're putting together a package for Amazon for the animation.
Can we expect action figures?
Oh yeah.
I want an action figure. I want a JetBoy action figure.
Man, I got.
Can he have like a "We Lit" on the cape? I want to have "We Lit" on the cape.
Yeah, we got some stuff in the works, man. My man, actually Corey. Shout out to Corey, man.
The irony of that.
Yeah, I know, right? There's 2 Corys I'm actually working with now. My homeboy Corey from back in the day. We talked about getting some JetBoy action figures done, and right now I'm just getting the artwork for the characters done so we can move forward with that. And there's another Corey that we're working on JetBoy with that I just told you about. Shout out to Corey D. Williams. And if that last part of his name sounds familiar, his dad is Billy D. Williams, Lando Star Wars and Colt 45, that Billy D. Williams. Yes, that we're working with Corey and Bobby Dredd.
Big shout out to Bobby Dredd.
Shout out to Bobby Dredd. So
the living legend.
Yes. So imagine with heavyweights like that working on the music for JetBoy, is crazy. It's real crazy. So just to answer your question a little bit more directly, yes, we're taking all of these projects to new heights with JetBoy and Shadow Club as of right now. We got some live action projects that are spinoffs from both of those that we're working on as well. There's a couple of other spinoffs from Shadow Club, Dark Goddess, Hell Doll, shout out to Persia. There's a bunch of stuff coming. The Brides of Dracula from Shadow Club, we got their stuff coming. Diabolical Chaos Brothers, we're working on the Lion's Den animated movie. It'll be the first movie that I've ever done. Shout out to Mark Cooper. He did some fire music for that, bro. Like when you hear that music, he's actually working on the music to the new Power Rangers.
Hey.
Yeah, so his stuff, like it's gonna drive the whole movie. So yeah, but yeah, we got the whole thing with the production company and everything that we're putting together. I gotta stay tight-lipped on some of that stuff. Because they will text me and tell me to shut up. They have before. So
now, in regards, y'all know I am a music artist. Now, in regards to the music, who is on the music, and what do you have in store for the music behalf of your projects?
Well, this guy here.
You know what I'm saying?
This guy here is the music supervisor for JetBoy. You got Bobby Dredd, and we're in talks with Corey from Corey D. Williams to do the original score for JetBoy. So we're gonna have like different artists that contribute tracks for the soundtrack. And we're going to have original music for the score backing the action that you see on the show. And I mentioned Mark Cooper before. He's doing the entire score for Lions Den Revolution. The music aspect of everything is very important because the music really pushes the project forward. And what we're trying to do with JetBoy is create a lane for that's why he's the music supervisor, is that at the end credits of every episode we want to have a different artist, a different track that has to do with that particular episode. So we want fresh talent to be represented. Actually Mark has a couple tracks. King Amin, shout out to King Amin. I got some tracks I got to get from you. I got to get with you later. And of course this guy. So we've got some artists that we're looking at, and we're looking to close out the credits on each episode of season 1 with somebody different. So we want to give out as much opportunity and give everybody a chance to shine as possible in the realm of music. So,
and that goes back to what I was getting ready to say. Hey, you already know. Drop down, you know what I'm saying? Go over to the email or whatever. Not Cam, you're more than welcome, my dog. Go ahead and submit those tracks, man. Reach out to me. And if you want to be featured on there and you want your track played, reach out to me. You know what I'm saying? Of course, we want to try to keep it as, not so gritty. And, we don't want to talk about robbing nobody and doing drugs, okay? We're not doing no drugs over here.
Yeah, please
all right?
don't. Please
JetBoy doesn't do drugs. All right? No.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep my job.
Yeah. All right? And we don't want to get sued or canceled. So, but, of course, no doubt, I do offer edit packets if you need your stuff edited, if you need it radio ready. And also the good thing about it is not will it go on there, I will actually spin it on the radio. Would you look at that? So you submit it and you get double plays, bro. So you're getting played on JetBoy and you're also getting played on the radio.
Can't beat that.
You can't beat it. It's a win-win situation. Just submit it, and I'll take a listen to it. I'll submit it to them, see if they like it. If I like it, boom, 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 and we'll go from there.
Yeah.
We'll get your paperwork signed off, and you'll be in the making.
Mm-hmm.
Just make sure, like I said, to email me, reach out to me on Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, whatever you may have. I will leave it right there in the description, of course. And I know I done put a couple of artists up. You know, big shouts out to my boy Bird G Uchiha. He will definitely be on that project. Another big shouts out to my boy Eve Vocal. He will definitely be on that project. I'm gonna make sure of that. I might not make no appearance. I don't really care. I'm just gonna be in the background. Will it? That's all it is. Will it? The whole time.
You know he gonna find a way to get it.
I'm gonna jump in a feature.
Yeah, I was gonna say, don't let him lie to you.
Yeah, I'm gonna jump in a feature. You gonna think the song over with it, but will it? Yeah. So, for the young inspiring artists out there that want to get to where you are now, that want to be, you know, just like the Pencil Pimp, Mr. Corey Rocbottom Davis, what is some advice you would give to them first starting out, like from the equipment to get to like the first things they need to know as far as, you know, drawing or animation or graphics, you know, stuff like that?
I actually mentor a few kids now that are trying to get into the game, whether it's the comic game or whether it's the animation game. I always tell them, I always start off with, I run by this one motto, it's one word, it's called consume. Now, when you think about conservation, when you think about consuming,
COVID.
No, you better get out of here.
Whoa, hey, hold on now. Hold on.
This ain't that type of party.
Yeah, I will call my lawyer. There's a lawsuit here in the morning. I'm gonna call my auntie.
Yeah, right. Anyway, when you think about consuming, like, just take everything in is what I mean by that. And depending on what background you're looking to study, just take in everything. If you want to get into the realm of animation, I say just watch everything. Watch every type of animation, from Bugs Bunny to heavy metal, from Tom and Jerry to The Simpsons. Take in everything. Take in every aspect of what animation is, because that's what I did as a kid. I watched all of that stuff and watched the evolution of animation over the years because of all of this stuff that I took in, watching all of these shows, reading all the comic books, reading all the art books, going to all the museums. It's like I mentioned earlier, you're forever students, and you are always going to learn. You're never going to know everything. You're just going to want to take in as much as you can to where you can know just enough, if not more, to get to wherever it is that you want to go. So I would say that the biggest thing that you would want to do is learn your craft, learn what it is that you want out of it, learn the techniques and everything that are going to get you to that point, to get you to the point where you see some type of success, but also learn the business side of it. Don't just stop where the talent, where the talent ends, the business aspect begins. Mm-hmm. So you want to learn both sides of that, and that's what will carry you from that point. And just remember that consistency is also key. So when you learn these things, you learn enough to get to the first stage of what it is that you want to do. Just make sure that you keep driving and keep moving forward to even elevate to the next level. So everything comes in stages. Everything comes in phases and steps. Plan it out. Learn every aspect of all of those things and just keep moving forward. That's the key. Don't stop at just one. You're going to need to learn and keep paying attention and always pass that on, because the greatest gift that you can ever give to the culture is the gift of opportunity, the gift of creating a lane for that culture to eat. So keep moving forward, consume, take in everything, keep learning, keep passing that on, and those are your keys to success, man. Don't let anybody else tell you different.
Now you knew he was done because he leaned in.
But
the
I noticed that when I leaned in. I was like,
I knew
man.
it was over. That was it. That was it. He meant business. And now I'm gonna do it just like this. But yeah, I'm gonna touch on that, man. Definitely, somebody told me one time that wisdom is only knowledge alone if you're not putting it to use. In other words, wisdom is when you spread knowledge to others in your community. You have to realize that what you do affects a lot of other people around you. Like I be telling artists, like I told an artist one time, they was like, man, I go to all these open mics and around here in the city, and I try to engage in a lot of events. And I said, that's where you messed up. You're only going in your city. I said, leave your city and go to a city next to that, or go to a county next to that, and go to another city, another county. Now, you start doing it, and they'll start listening. They'll listen to you because you're not from there. When you're from there, it's, for some reason, it feels like they know you just because you're from there. Like, oh, he from Columbia. Man, he ain't no better than me, and I already know Columbia is one of the biggest places I know where everybody is in competition to be the best. The best of what? I don't know, because nobody knows Columbia. Right. But if you go outside of that, then you come back to your city, they see you've made a name out there. Now you are somebody. A lot of people only follow you. A lot of people follow you based on your popularity. A lot of people nowadays, how it's set up, if you don't have X amount of followers on Instagram, they don't really want to, they don't want to pay attention to you. They don't care. They no longer care that you have talent. You don't have thousands of followers. It doesn't matter about that. I mean, some of these people have thousands of followers and they don't really have talent.
Right. It's not, and to kind of piggyback off of what you're saying, it's a lot of those cats out there that have all the followers in the world that don't know how to parlay those followers into profit. Because there is absolutely no reason for you to sit there with 1,000+ followers on your Instagram or whatever social media platform you're giving your talent to, and not parlaying those followers into dollars. Because I know a lot of talented folk. I know a lot of talented folk that have like all of these followers, thousands and thousands, and they're still living in the basement of their parents' house or something, and they don't know how, they don't understand the power they have with their talent and with the followers. If you can parlay at least, like, you can get a handful of them to even, give you $1. You got like a couple. You got a couple hundred right there at the least. Yeah,
and that goes to this right here. What you have to understand, there is a difference between followers and fans. Fans will actually spend and pay for your work. They will travel state to state to your shows. They'll buy your merchandise. They'll even get other people to listen to your music even if they didn't like it. They'll play it to the point where they actually listen to it, or they actually check out your artwork, or they'll see your dance, whatever you do, or they'll check out your YouTube channel. You know what I'm saying? There's a difference. Fans spend money. Followers aren't going to spend a dime. They just tune in for entertainment. Free entertainment. So in other words, they're freeloaders. Get your freeloading behind out of here. I want money. I don't do this for free. Okay? It costs to be the boss. But most definitely, man, and it's just all about, you got to remember, you got to know how to sell your product. All right? Every time you do something, treat it as a product. You know what I'm saying? I don't offer services for free to people. Even if you see me on a song with people, guess what? They may not pay up front, but I have something that I do all the time called paperwork. And I'll get my money on the back end. Always, that's number one. Always always do paperwork, man. Contracts are very key. Lawyers, read. Don't just sign on nothing. Please don't, because I know, all right? I've been scammed a couple of times. Yeah. You sign on something, and next thing you know, all your rights are gone. You can't do nothing, and, you know, your life is thrown away.
Always have that paperwork. Not only just have the paperwork, have that paperwork tight.
What a wise person always told me, always keep receipts. Yep. I know somebody that got receipts from way back.
I tell you what. Right across that hall. I got receipts, both electronic and paper, from 2005. I don't play.
And see, it's different now because you can keep the original receipt.
Yep.
You make a copy, scan it into your computer, put it on your computer. So you have 3 different receipts, and there's no reason why.
Receipts of all kind. That's why when I tell anybody, when if you decide you want to come for me, you better come correct. Because I can sink your battleship with the press of one button.
Boop, boop. Screenshot.
Yep.
Boom. Yep. There it goes. Remember you said this. I don't care how drunk you was. I remember you said it. You're not gonna lie to me. Yeah.
2005.
Yes. What are you talking about from then? I don't remember saying this. Well, you should have never said it.
Exactly.
Should have put the phone down right then. You knew you were drunk.
You should have stopped typing.
Yeah. You ever been, boy, I'm gonna tell you, like it's been time, you ever been in an argument with your significant other? Like, I done got in an argument with my wife, and so many times you want to say something, and then you get in the middle of it, you like, nah, I ain't trying to sleep outside.
Yep.
I made my wife mad one time. We had this chair on the front of our porch. She got mad because I was supposed to come back. I stayed at the studio too late.
I know this story.
And I came back late. I come knocking on the door. There wasn't a key to the top lock. So she had to unlock it. I come knocking on the door. Now the light is on in there. She don't come to the door. Knocking on the window. Nope. Knock on the back door. I'm trying to get in. I slept on that couch.
Yep. Outside.
I slept outside on the porch on that little couch.
I remember
And then she took a picture of me in the morning when she woke up.
I remember being asleep, and I woke up that morning, and I picked my phone up, and I saw a missed call from him. And I said, well, who is this? Why is he calling me? So I called him, and he was still out on that porch.
I was still on that porch, man. It was cold. I was drunk.
It was it had to be like 3 in the morning. I looked and said, why did he call me so late, man? I was just like, let me call him and see if he all right. I'm on the porch.
She won't open the door.
Oh, man.
And then she'll open the blind and look at me. Open the door. It's cold.
Yeah. I had just come off the road, too, man. That's why I was asleep. Because I think I had just got back from... I either got back from, like, Ohio or... I think maybe this is when I did that tour in New England with JetBoy. And I remember I was just like, well, yeah, I can actually sleep tonight because, I mean, all the work that I needed to do, I did, like, in the last 3 weeks. And I was asleep for the first time in a long time, and he called me in the middle of the night. I missed it.
Must be nice to sleep in the bed. Must be nice, because I slept on that couch, and it was uncomfortable. It wasn't a big couch, man. It was like this big. I had to curl, like, I'm 5'9.5", all right? So I gotta curl up. This chair is no bigger than like 4.5 feet. I'm curled up. I got my jacket rolled up like this. I'm like that. My phone up under me.
And that's the crazy part. I slept good that night.
Yeah, I bet you did sleep good. I bet you did.
Great.
I slept cold.
I was sleeping in a car for like, 2-3 weeks riding up and down the road, and that was the first night I was able to get in my bed and sleep. I was just like, yeah.
I remember that sleeping.
I get that message or the call. Yeah, I'm on the porch.
Speaking of sleeping in a car and that ride up and down, I remember when I went to New York.
Oh,
First time going to New York, and it was horrible. It was horrible. Listen, when older people talk about our music today, don't you dare. Because the kind of music I heard, what?
That's your grandma's fault. Yeah, you better blame
Meet me with your black drawers on? What do you mean? Meet me with your black drawers on.
Oh man. Well, no, I won't even blame your grandma. That was her husband's choice of music.
Yeah, I don't know what that was.
Walking stick.
Walking stick. Before you do it with your walking stick. What?
Clarence Carter stroking. I mean, you hear all of this.
Then now it just brought back memories because he played me his favorite song about some nookie pie.
Oh no! Don't let him do that. Don't let him lie.
Look, if you want to see something funny, man, go on YouTube and type up nookie pie. All right, if you see two aunties, it looked like two aunties in a congregation. Click on it. That's it.
He bought nookie pie to my attention. And I swear I looked at nookie pie and thought that was like somebody church. Somebody choir got bored.
Look,
one Sunday, that was the deacon showed up and the choir director.
Yes, it is true. Go on YouTube and type in nookie pie. Go type in nookie pie. You are in the ride for your life.
I'm never gonna hear the end of this nookie pie.
I'm gonna tell you, man. Listen, this is okay. So what happened was, what happened was I went into a hair store, and when I got in the hair store, I was getting something because my wife, she wanted me to go in and get something for her real quick. So I ran in there, and the girl was at the register and all, and all of a sudden they started playing something on YouTube. It was some music, and it was like doom 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 doom. I'm like, okay, what is this? And then what? She go, this young buck say he want this nookie pie. I said, let me get my stuff out of here.
He know the word. He watched that so much, he know the word.
Say he want this nookie pie. I said, oh no, it's time for me to go. This ain't my kind of crowd. I'm the 30. Man. I'm between the 21 and 30-year-olds. This is for those in the 40s and this is cookout music, all right? and not good cookout music that you want to hear, all right? This ain't cha-cha slide or nothing like this. No.
I don't want to go to this cookout.
Do not invite me to that cookout. All right, I'm getting my plate and I'm leaving.
Yeah, that's the one you tell them have your plate ready when you get there, so you can go.
Speaking of plates, listen. Remember, everybody at the cookout gotta eat, dog. All right, everybody at the cookout gotta eat. We don't always get to show up on time, and you know we ain't showing up on time. All right, especially in South Carolina.
Yeah.
If the cookout started at 4, I'll be there at 6.
Yep.
Because the sun is down and it's not hot.
CPT.
Yep. So, and most of the time the food done by 4 o'clock.
Yep.
Now y'all get there and don't y'all put up about 3-4 plates.
Hide them all over the house.
Yeah, I remember one time we was at the cookout and Wayne was in that kitchen. He stood by that stove. He said, yeah, you can go in there, but don't touch my plate. He stood there until he left. He said, now don't touch my plate.
Yeah, he did.
Nobody touch my plate. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's out there. But make sure you don't touch my plate. He made sure everybody knew not to touch that plate.
Shout out to Uncle Wayne.
Hey, if you want to have the greatest cookout, get Uncle Wayne to come to your cookout. Oh, man,
my Uncle Wayne.
And Aunt Sheila.
Oh, man, especially Aunt Sheila.
Them two together.
Shout out to Aunt Sheila. I can't even... Yeah, you can't say... You can't talk about one without the other.
Yes.
because they all bring something different to the cookout.
And bring Cuervo and Fireball.
Not even just that. I'm not talking about just like physically bringing something, but they are a dynamic that they bring to the cookout that just makes the party lit.
That's the party by itself when they show up. When they show up.
When you see one show up, you know, all right, now it's a party.
Yep.
But then the other one come too, and you like, oh, shit.
Yep. You already know.
You already know what time it is when they both come in the party.
Yep. That's just like when he get together with Rick and Mike.
Oh, my brothers. Yeah.
Man, look, I'm going to tell y'all. I ain't never laughed so hard. I had to leave. All right, I had to leave because I couldn't laugh no more. Like, I would laugh, I'd just be like...
Now you see how I grew up. That's how it was.
The whole time they just... You ever went to a movie and they don't watch a movie? They just joke about the movie the whole time. Everybody had to get picked on in the movie. Something happened. They had... And they talking about people in the movie from other movies. He looked like so-and-so from so-and-so movie.
Yep, I had to grow up with that, man.
Yeah.
That was always to this day, nothing changed.
Yep. It's still the same thing.
Yeah.
Still the exact same thing. Yeah. I'm gonna tell y'all and that's the two people y'all want on the grill. Believe it or not, for those that may not know Mr. Rocbottom Davis, he is not only is he a great artist, but he also can cook. Like
I do a little bit.
Annalisa said this earlier, talking about you a walking cookbook. Because she said she had to pull out she was about to pull out a cookbook because I had put up the thing about the curry goat. I spelled got.
Yeah.
She was like, I had to look in the cookbook for got. I meant
curry
goat.
Got.
Yeah.
The typo. You did it. Yeah, there was a typo. You were trying to type curry goat and it was curry got.
Yep. Just and like go get checked.
I was laughing.
Big shout out to Coogee with the K, COVID with the K.
I saw that post, man, but that was shout out to Coogee, man. But yeah, it was yeah, I do a little bit on the grill.
What's your favorite dish to make?
Oh man, so many.
Every time, look, this is the one person that got me to eat sushi. I never knew what sushi was, and I never trusted anything that ain't cooked ain't supposed to be eaten. Alright? We live in a modern day. We are not caving in. You better put it on the stove.
But it's not all raw, though. That's the thing about it. That's why I had to school you on. It's not all raw sushi. They got cooked sushi. They got different grades of sushi. They got different types.
Yeah, and it's not just fish.
Yeah,
you got lobster, crab, shrimp, all kind of
seafood,
stuff.
You know?
Yeah. But what's your favorite dish to make? What would be one of your favorite dishes? Put it like this. What's your favorite dish to make in the kitchen, and what's your favorite to cook on the grill?
Let's see. I can cover both with one dish. There's the seafood medley, the seafood pot that I make, because I can make that on the grill or in the kitchen. And that's like the seafood explosion. It's got everything in it. Shrimp, lobster claws, lobster tails, 3 different types of crab, snow crab, king crab, and Dungeness crab. What else is in there? Mussels, oysters.
Look, you can keep the mussels.
Hey, mussels. Hey, don't sleep on mussels, man. The mussels are good. I get the giant jumbo tiger shrimp that are like that big around. Put them in the middle.
Man, look, y'all don't understand. I hear this every single day. Boy, let me tell you, boy, you miss out, boy. Let me tell you.
I tell you when you miss out, yeah. Because tomorrow the playoffs is going on. So, you know,
and guess who won't be there?
Yeah,
Dallas. Hey. Dallas will be at home with me watching the playoffs.
Hey, we talking about food. We ain't getting that deep. You leave Dallas alone. Hey, if anything, shoot, I'll take him a plate.
Look, hey, you gotta look. Grandma Dallas got a better chance of going to the Super Bowl.
Hey, we ain't gonna talk about that right now. So he was talking about food. tomorrow I got
I can't say that my team got beat by Cleveland, boy.
Yeah.
We lost to Cleveland Browns, man.
Yep, I watched that game.
Oh man.
Yeah, that's hold on, Pittsburgh, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Wayne team too. I ain't even get a chance to
That's
talk
his
to him
team.
about it.
That's why he don't talk about it. No, yeah, he is a Steelers fan.
Steelers fan,
Yeah, I thought you was talking about Browns.
Oh,
Browns
no,
fans don't
no.
admit they're Browns fans.
Oh no. Wayne will let you know.
Yeah, I know.
It is Steelers all the way.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna smoke a butt. I'm gonna smoke a butt for 12 hours. I rubbed that butt real nice earlier. So the nice rubbed butt is gonna get smoked. 12 hours tomorrow. Between the night and tomorrow. But yeah, the pork butt is what I'm talking about.
Yeah. This ain't an actual butt.
Not a real butt.
Let's reinform. We are not cannibals, and we are not eating no butt around here. There will be no partaking in no butt eating at all.
You speak for yourself.
Hey, no.
I'm eating butt all day tomorrow.
Wait, hold on. Wait, we mean pork butt. That's what we mean. Not human butt. Human butt is not being eaten. All right.
Well, I'll leave that alone.
Clear the air.
Anyway,
Clear the air.
yeah, I'm gonna do that and a rack of ribs and stuff. So
yeah, he wasn't that enthused about those ribs. He's more enthused about that butt. You see how in the butt and
it's two different.
No, listen. Y'all saw that, right? Y'all saw that. In the butt, and then next thing you know, in a rack of ribs. Like a rack of ribs ain't that big. Like
they're two different body parts.
Yeah, but ribs are big. And
now I will say this: no, the ribs that I do have are those ribs that you see like that turn Fred Flintstone car over.
Yeah.
At the end, where he had that rib, the brontosaurus. I got them. Those are going on the grill. So yeah, I got to do those right. They deserve just as much attention as the butt.
Just like my wife said, when we was going live on Facebook, and like my wife said, wait a minute. Exactly. You see how we don't get invited to get no butt. No butt. Just imagine showing up to the cookout like, yeah, bro, hey, we got some ribs. You want some butt? Wait, what? Yeah, you want some butt? What you mean some butt? No, we got some butt in there. I'm about to go eat some butt. Well, this ain't my kind of cookout. I don't need to be here. Let's go. I'm at the wrong cookout. This is the right address. I got to go back outside.
Some leftover butt.
Yeah.
This butt been here all day.
I had this butt in the refrigerator all day.
You had this butt sitting here for 12 hours. 12-hour butt.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw this butt on the grill. Wait, what? Huh? I think I'm at the wrong house, man. This ain't the right house to be at. I don't think I need to be here.
Yeah, this butt got coffee all over it.
Yeah, and then I went in there and I rubbed down that butt last night. What?
Yeah, I rubbed the butt.
I don't need no more of that conversation.
The butt, first you rub it, then you smoke it, then you eat it. The steps of the butt.
Yeah,
there you go.
The butt guide. What to do?
What to do with
today's episode of What to Do with the Butt.
I got a 10-pound butt in the fridge right now.
Thick. Thick.
Damn, boy, he thick, boy. The thick ass butt.
Hey.
Oh, man.
Y'all, but for real though, he really can cook, man. And I put him up against anybody on that behalf.
Oh man!
I tried to push this off as a versus battle, but he didn't want to battle.
What? Hey, wait a minute.
Yeah, you nor Mr. John Odom. I'm gonna call him out. I put that up there.
I thought you were talking about you.
You don't want to versus battle me.
Oh yeah.
I'll draw you the best stick figures ever, and I'll make you the best.
I mean with the food.
The best. Yeah, I'll make the best cereal you ever ate. You better believe that. All right, my wife don't let me cook steak no more because one time I was drinking while we were cooking steak and I forgot Not that I forgot. I took the steak off a little too early. In other words, she got food poisoning, so she won't let me.
Ooh.
Yeah, she got sick, and she won't let me cook steak no more. But it's okay. It's okay because now she don't be feeling like cooking. So it's you gonna do it. We having steak tonight. We'll just order pizza. All right.
Yeah.
I ain't feel like cooking anyway.
Oh man, but shout out to John, man.
Shout out to John, man. We might get that going, man. We might definitely get that going on the channel, man.
Yeah, John is no joke on the food, man.
Yeah, I don't know. I want to see that.
Yeah. I was privileged to have a few of his dishes before my time, so yeah, he comes with it.
I want to see that. I want to see that cook-off right there. Mr. John Odom, I'm going to call you out. Mr. John Odom, come to the stage. You are being called out for the versus battle on the We Lit Show. Yes. And we're going to do it right here. Put it right here on the table. We're going to have some butts. Some butts on here.
Smoked butts.
No, let me tell y'all. He was telling somebody what he was having. Yeah, I'm gonna cook some butts and I got some sausage and.
Oh God.
Wait. Why you got all this pork? I'm gonna get some butts, some sausage, some ribs. There ain't no vegetables.
No, it's gonna be vegetables.
It's gonna be clogged arteries.
No.
High cholesterol.
No, I don't.
And high blood pressure.
I don't do neither one of them. I gotta balance that out.
Yeah. See, when you get old.
Yeah, that's exactly my point. Old.
Let y'all know he old enough to get the vaccine.
You shut up.
So, what's a cooking tip you can give? Like, what's one dish you would say is the easiest to make?
Easiest to make?
Besides spaghetti, everybody makes spaghetti.
Yeah, everybody.
But no, people do be messing up spaghetti. Mm-hmm. All right, if you make spaghetti, how would you make it? Does sugar go in spaghetti?
No,
sugar doesn't go in spaghetti, y'all.
Now
sugar goes in my spaghetti, but
you know now.
That's why I'm fat.
That's a old Southern recipe. Well, one that I found to be true. Like a lot of older Southern people put sugar in their spaghetti. I still don't know why.
'Cause it tastes good.
I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say I hadn't had some and said that it was, but there have been some that have put a little bit too much in it and it tastes like Count Chocula. Yeah. And you want to stay away from that. Yeah. So there's a few that put it in there. Me personally, I don't. I don't. If I can at all help it, I actually try to make my sauce from scratch. And let it cook for a couple hours. And sometimes I'll half it and put the noodles in it to let the sauce cook into the noodles.
So you put the sugar into the
trash.
No, you put the sugar in there and the tomato paste to cut the acid.
No, yeah, I mean, but that's the thing.
I didn't come up with that tip.
But no, I was going to say, that's the thing about it. Some people would justify putting that sugar in there and tell you why they do it. Yeah. But I don't know. I think it's a matter of taste. Yeah. And it's your taste. I like my Italian food to taste like Italian food. I want to taste the garlic. I want to taste the parsley and all the
parsley,
the oregano,
disgusting.
All of that stuff I want to taste. I don't want to taste no. I want my spaghetti tasting like fruit roll-ups. All that sugar.
You can check. You can check. You can keep that. Keep that parsley. Parsley is disgusting.
No, man. I mean, there's certain.
No. Parsley ain't that bad. That's what I'm thinking about. Cilantro.
Cilantro. You're the second
cilantro.
person I heard that say that cilantro.
It just has this weird taste. Like you just taste like.
Somebody else told me that cilantro tastes like soap.
Yeah. Wait, how do you know? First off, how do you know what soap tastes like? Yeah. You got some explaining to do behind that one.
Yeah, I never did ask them. Yeah. I didn't want to know.
And then what kind of soap? We talking about cheap soap? We talking about Irish Spring? Or we talking about Dove?
Dial. Whatever it is, I don't know. They told me that cilantro tastes like soap. Don't put it in the food. So I'm just like, all right, cool. But I like having I like cilantro in a lot of Mexican dishes though.
Yeah,
There's
so
a lot of
you can use them in those. I like, oh, if y'all didn't know, this is actually the plug to restaurants, man. I'm telling you, he knows all the good restaurants wherever you go. There, he knows. And I swear, look, let me tell y'all. All right, so I went somewhere. Big shouts out to Sam B. Mixon. He referred me to a place, a vegan place. Mm-hmm. And I didn't get a chance to check it out, but I will be stopping by to check it out. But I went there, and right across from there is a place called, what is it? Curiosity Coffee. Curiosity Coffee. And I went there, and I'm like, all right, you know what I'm saying? It looked like a chill kind of place. It's the kind of place I would see my dad and his friends at. And I knew for certain when I walked in there and I saw a stage and they sell beer. So I know he goes there. He knows something about it. So I'm like, hey, I want to work with them, you know what I'm saying, with promotion or whatever, and I didn't do advertisement with them. He said, oh, yeah, my friend so-and-so owns that. Of course.
Shout out to Greg and Sandra and Curiosity Coffee.
Yeah, why wouldn't he? You know what I'm saying? Why wouldn't he know? You know what I'm saying? Like, but he knows some of the great places in Colombia.
Yeah, it's well, also like even abroad, like on the road, man. I traveled a lot.
Yeah,
like before COVID.
Yeah, before COVID, we're not going out there.
Yeah, like
keep that.
Yeah, like everywhere, like all over the country. There's one thing I do like to do is eat. They ain't no
Yep.
They ain't no denying that.
Yep. There ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about that. We eat around here.
Yep, exactly. So whenever I go out, I always gotta find somewhere like that. If not the best place, then point me in the direction of where I can get this particular dish. That's the best in the city. Everything else can suck. I just want this dish. I
want this
cool.
one right here.
Right.
And I want it to be local. I don't want big shouts out to the local, local businesses, companies, restaurants, artists. Yo, y'all are what drives America. Remember, I shared this fact, and you can fact check it, and you can Google it. 99.9% of America is backed by small business. 99.9%. Your business matters.
Yeah, and I had the privilege of in Columbus, Ohio. What a lot of people don't know about Columbus, Ohio, when it comes to restaurants,
besides the fact that we got one, they got one of the best football teams. Big shouts out to Ohio State.
Yeah, shout out to Ohio State. I can't deny them that because
I keep that on the low. We got crushed by Alabama, but we spanked Clemson. Yeah, we spanked Clemson. We was up there cooking Chinese food. Huh? All right, but yeah.
I got ties to OSU, so yeah, I gotta represent. But yeah, that city is a testing ground for like pretty much all the restaurants in the country, like that would possibly become chain restaurants and such. So there are a lot of startup restaurants there in the area, and when you go there for like restaurant week or burger and beer week, you really get the best of the best. And I think that's like a representation of what the best spots are there. So I love going to eat in Columbus. I can just go like I got a lot of business there and a lot of business ties and a lot of good friends there. And even if I wasn't going there for them, I'd be going there to go like just eat my way through a couple days. Like I love going to Dirty Frank's, getting my hot dogs, man, because I love my hot dogs.
He loves his hot dogs.
Yeah.
I can't even find a good place in Columbia to get hot dogs, man. Like the best place, Sandy's. They closed all the Sandy's down.
Edna's, man. Edna's is gone too.
Listen. You first off, you ain't from Columbia if you don't know Edna's.
Yeah.
If you don't know Edna's, and I forgot the Chinese spot that was right there. It burned down.
The one that burned down.
Yeah, right in front of Bucks.
Yep.
Yeah.
Where Bucks is.
Yep.
Yeah.
You don't know good food if you ain't been to that Chinese restaurant or Edna's. Edna's, man, listen. I was hurt when they closed Edna's. I was in Charleston when they closed it, man.
I think I was just coming back. I was out of town somewhere, And it just so happened to be the last day that they were open, or the day before the last day. And I remember riding by there, and there was like a line of people out there, man, because they knew it was about to go down.
Yeah, man.
And,
Edna's, man. Listen, Edna's was a small, literally a small shack, like a small, like a shed.
Yeah.
You know, kind of no bigger than a tool shed.
Yep.
But they had some of the best food in Columbia,
Yep.
and people would come there. They stop on their lunch break. You know, they used to be packed all the time. Edna's used to have some good food. And one thing about them is they never try to turn it into a big corporation, a chain. They kept it mom and pop. Yep. And that's why people liked it. And it was good, even though, you know, 2 turns and you threw the whole thing. Yep. Yeah, but I did. Yeah, I remember hearing that. I did hear that the owner actually died. Yeah. And I think the kids or something like that, they decided not to, you know, keep it up. But still, Edna's was a good spot, man. And Sandy's was a good spot. I got
Sandy's was great.
Man, let me tell y'all, when my wife was pregnant with my son, this is why I hated hot dogs for a long time. All right. First off, shouts out to women in general. We have to give praise to y'all because y'all do go through a lot during pregnancy. I know. I stood there through 2 of them, so I know. But one thing that I do not like is those cravings, man. Listen, my wife, I was at work. My wife, when she was pregnant with my son at the time, she was taking care of, she used to take care of, disabled people, mentally challenged people and stuff like that. Right. And so she stopped by Sandy's and got like 2 hot dogs. She called me and she was like, yeah, what you doing? I was like, nothing, getting off of work. She's like, oh, well, will you stop by Sandy's and get me 2 more hot dogs? She got more when she got off. For some reason, she loved those hot dogs. I used to get hot dogs. Let me tell you, man. She got me up one night when she was pregnant with my son. She got me up. I was out riding around Columbia. At the time, I stayed on Forest Drive. I'm all the way down Broad River up there by Irmo looking for a hamburger. Hamburger. She didn't want McDonald's. And that was the closest thing. She wanted a hamburger. Find me a good hamburger I can eat. 3 o'clock in the morning, man. I'm like, man, I'm ready to go to sleep, man. I got to go to work in the morning.
I know that feeling.
Man, those cravings, man. For real.
Oh, man. It was like that with the pizza.
Oh. And that's the thing is, my wife, all she eat is pizza. When I first met her, I remember when I first met her, she was it's crazy how me and my wife met, right? We met on a dating app. And what really funny story behind it, right? We met on a dating app. And like we talked for a little while and then she cut me off. She stopped talking to me for like a day or 2, and then just so happened she had to go to work and she forgot something at Applebee's. She forgot something to eat at Applebee's, right?
Oh, man.
Yeah. So she called me then. You know what I'm saying? She want her food. Yeah, what you doing? Do you mind going and pick up so-and-so? She said, it comes with an extra drink. You can keep the drink.
For your troubles.
Yeah, you can keep the drink. Not you can have some gas money. Not I'm sorry for cutting you off. Not, you know, how you been? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you can have the drink. It was a small, and then on top of that, I left the drink at Applebee's.
Oh my God.
I left it.
A small drink.
A small Coke. All right, small little Coke with no ice in it. And so, man. I met her and we went and what drew me to her is she plays video games like me. We both like Call of Duty, even though I'm better than her, and ain't no attesting to that. You know that. But yeah, and so it's crazy because how that all happened. Like when I first met her, she was doing that, and then she was delivering. She had a second job, and she used to deliver pizza for Domino.
Oh, man. Yeah,
and so I'll be on the phone with her helping deliver pizzas and stuff.
Yeah.
And that's literally all she used to eat was Domino's. For real. Like, she would always eat pizza and wings. I remember them habanero.
Oh,
them habanero wings, yes.
Were they boneless ones or the regular ones?
No, the regular wings.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Come over to the house and.
Man, see now you making me want wings now, man.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I do.
I'm gonna go get some wings after this, man.
Yeah, I want some wings. I want to go to whatchamacallit, Carolina Wings and Nail. They got some good.
Oh, I'm gonna make my own wings tonight.
Yeah, of course.
I'm gonna go out because I'm out of wings. I gotta go get me some wings. I gotta get right for tomorrow, baby.
Well, tonight I will be with E Vocal creating another hit. Of course,
yes.
Me and E Vocal is getting ready to drop a dope track, man. Called Now I'm Up. Definitely dope track, positive track. Most importantly about it, there's no cursing throughout the whole song at all, man. Mm-hmm. At all. And this is the first time I've actually wrote to a song in over 2 years. Majority of my songs, if you hear them before now, I freestyled them. But I ain't want to run out time today, man. We probably over time. I still got stuff I got. This ain't even my phone. It's my wife's phone. So yeah, but where can they follow you at? Where they can tap in with you at?
www.rocbottomstudios.com, and that's rock without the K, all one word. That is a hub for everything that I do. So if you go there, you will find my Facebook, you will find my Instagram, you will find my Twitter, you will find everything there. You will find sneak peeks of JetBoy, Shadow Club Karma. There's a lot going on. Rocbottom Studios weekend is going to be the last weekend in February, so you'll be able to see and get a preview of everything that we're doing next month and the month after that. There's a lot going on with those features and everything. The next issues of JetBoy, the new stuff will be out in June. We'll have new Shadow Club comics in October around Halloween. In stores right now, if you go to Cosmic Rays, Heroes and Dragons, Scratch and Spin, actually the last two, they'll have more copies next week. But JetBoy, the graphic novel, is out now with all 5 issues collected into one. If you go to either of those stores, you'll be able to get a copy of them. Cosmic Rays has them now. The other stores will have them next week. And if your store does not have them in whatever city you are in, contact me, and I will change that in your life for you and everything. So,
will it?
Yep.
Yeah, man. And as always, you already know you can follow me on IG, of course, at we_lit803. We_lit803. Every week I will be going live and I will feature in different artists, different talent, things like that. And of course, you can always check me out every Sunday at 5:30 p.m. on iHeartRadio or Tunein app over on WDRBmedia. Tune in for We Lit, the show from the artists to the people, where I give you tips on how to set up your small business or your music career to take a better steps. Also, I will be featuring local talent as far as local artists, independent artists, some of the dopest artists. Most definitely, my boy E Vocal's gonna be on there. Most definitely my boy Bird G Uchiha will be on there, and I slide in a little couple of tracks myself. All right. Of course, it's my show. Why wouldn't I?
Right.
But yeah, and if business owners, if you want to get your name out there, artists, if you want to get your track played, you know what I'm saying? If you just want to build your following up, or you just want to get your product heard, then inbox me. You can follow me on my IG. Once again, we_lit803. You can follow me on Facebook at The We Lit Show. You can follow me on Snapchat, which is too long to recite, just like my email. So if you tap in to my IG, all of my social media links are on there. And you can hit me up through there, and I will guide you in the right way. We can work with you to get your platform built up. Hey, thank y'all for tuning in, man. And as always, stay safe and stay lit.